Welcome back, everyone, to Pandemonium. We are jumping with session 9 of season 4, and we're going to do a bit of a good recap, especially since thank anybody for watching us live last week. We had a bit of technical difficulty for the last hour and lost a bit of footage as the Gavels were kind of coming to terms or learning more about their new situation. We've been joining the Gavels on their rebuilding arc as they are setting out to make Asuvia their newly won and earned city, kind of building it back into a true city. They've gone through a number of rebuilding efforts, which we'll highlight, but one of the things they needed was gold. Rebuilding a city is a expensive work, and through their rogue Elisa, they learned that the Reavers of Tawa were moving a vast sum of gold from the newly conquered Grove City, renamed Reavers Grove. They pretty much took a good chunk of the wealth of a nation and were bringing it out to sea, which the Gavels later learned was to trade to the hellish Prince Vinnick for 5 infernal dragon turtle eggs. And as Tawa mentioned, the future of his people and mentioned sailing beyond realms. But with that, the Gavels were able to intercept that ship, disable it, defeat its defenders, and were able to steal the gold, as well as leave pamphlets and telling one of the Reaver Oarmen that Tawa was weak, his way was wrong, and that they should look to the Gavels. With that, the Gavels limped their way back to the ship, or back to their Suvia on board their ship, alongside Wisteria's dad, Tomino Abe, who had been held captive aboard the Reaver ship and was also going to be traded to Vinnick for one of the infernal dragon turtle eggs. While aboard the ship, Tomino made very few friends and nearly did get his kneecap blown off, as well as numerous threats, and causing numerous arguments across the ship. But he did mention, though, that he would, at the time, invest in Asuvia as long as the Gavels escorted him back to Mokulin and helped him close out his accounts before any bounty hunters or enforcers could grab him. With this said, the Gravels eventually made their way back to their homeland and started rebuilding efforts. But as the month neared its end, they heard a cry from their watchmen, indicating that a Reaver ship was spotted on the horizon. But the ship turned out to be a lone Reaver. The former shipmaster from the Treasury barge they pirated, rowing a lone canoe across the open seas. Met by Will and Wisteria as they kind of set off in a boat with some of the red shirts. They escorted the Reaver onto land and saw that he had carved into his flesh a message from Tawa indicating that they needed to return Tomino and acquire 5 dragon turtle eggs by the end of the next month, or the Reavers would flow across Kata like water, crushing all that stand in their path. With that, Shipmaster Bawana desired a honorable end to his life, challenging one of the Gavels to single combat, and was answered by Will. And Will soundly defeated the Reaver, ending his life while being thanked by Bawana. Afterwards, the day following this Reaver pronouncement, they had another call from the watchtower as wreckage of the treasury barge that the Reavers sailed started to wash upon shore, bearing the same message as above, but another threat from Tawa also included, indicating that he said that if you call me weak, face me, bring your B squads, bring your armies, bring all that you wish from the Gavels. I will fight you on my own, with him offering a challenge to avoid combat, avoid all-out war, Tawa versus the Gavels. With that, as the Gavels started to brainstorm different scenarios, they sought out Tomino Abe to try to find out why the Reavers wanted him, why Vinnick wanted him, why he was such a valued piece upon the board. And after some magic and charm from Will, they learned that Tomino had uncovered a ancient and powerful ritual used by the former disciples of Issei with two applications. The first being that if utilized and confronted, if you're able to disable and distract an spectral god, you could utilize that ritual to steal or separate the divine power essence of that god from their soul and consume it yourself, in effect, becoming a spectral god. They also learned this was kind of almost added as an addendum in the information that Tomino found that it could be utilized as a powerful battlefield spell to capture the souls of the recently deceased for powerful soul magic. The Gavels learned that Tomino was able to come across this information. He memorized the ritual, burned it, and worked with an enchanter to make sure that he could never be forced to divulge it against his will, making himself the focal point of the ritual, ensuring that he must live for it to work. The Gavels then discussed a number of different options, including challenge, meeting Tao's challenge, gathering allies, fighting a god and stealing their power, numerous different angles as they sought to deal with the situation ahead of them. But before we dive into that, one last thing I want to highlight this because the city is coming together a bit. I want to highlight some of the building efforts you guys have done so far for Suvia. And then Belric, I'm going to put you on deck a little bit. So think about, especially for the last month with some of the things they've done, because they built 5 different things and people put their marks on different pieces. See if there's anything that you want to put Belric's mark on as we get into that. And figure, also, think of what Belric was doing when the Reaver ship, with both the Reaver ship and the Reaver wreckage came. I assumed hunting, but I'll be curious to see if you've got whatever you may think he's been doing. But yeah, so day one, the Gavel set off at the new, at this time it was named Kanda, but they changed the name to Asuvia that day. They worked with Lord Offen's troops to build a lighthouse, a magic circle, rebuilding the docks. Crash surveyed the roads, trying to find which still were in good shape and which needed to be rebuilt. Calais began to grow a grove of trees leading from the city to the sanctuary. Wisteria mapped out the ruins and divided the city into sectors. Belric worked with the soldiers to kind of train them on how to find good stone to keep and what stone to toss. These rebuilding efforts continued as Wisteria utilized this districting to make out blueprints for the eventual city, dividing it into business sectors, residential sectors, defense sectors, and city services. Belric utilized his primal magics to begin growing a wall of thorns around the perimeter of Vesuvia's borders to protect the city and build a natural wall. Calais started to designate it and started to grow parks around the city to encourage closeness with nature, even amongst civilization. And then Lord Offen's troops finalized the port, the watchtower, and the teleportation circle. From there, we got into month 2, where the Gavel utilized some of their hefty sum of gold they won or stole or whatever you want to call it from the Reavers. It began building. Wisteria led the construction of building the Agnijit Memorial Hospital, kind of a structure that's going to have a practical design with kind of motifs to Noticia. Calistavaria designed the courthouse and over the development and kind of additions and just kind of continued tweaking of the designs. It ended up looking like a flower. Crash coordinated the shipyard, working to or coordinated the beginning of the shipyard's construction, working to kind of build both industrial while kind of managing and kind of have an eco-friendly feel with it. Will helped with the contracts for the barracks and kind of quickly put up an austere military structure with the Gavel's colors, kind of made to be defensible and serve the needs of their troops. And the Gavel started on a headquarters, which is kind of a defensible structure that they put on the cliffside overlooking the sea, where you could see both kind of the port as well as the eternal flame for Agni, and then began kind of designing this labyrinth of a castle that is going to be hard to maneuver through for those who don't know it, as well as the Hellas Tavaria built a maze on the northern end that may or may not be stacked with floral hazards and dangerous beasts to make it difficult for those trying to invade from the north. So the Gavels started to kind of hem in their city and start to build kind of what will be their home. Belric, I'm going to pick on you a little bit. What did with any of those 5 things that went up last month, would Belric have added his own twist to any of them?
Yes. So I think like at the headquarters, an important piece of it would be like maybe a meeting table for the gavel to make plans, discuss strategy, that sort of thing, right? Like when something serious happens and they call everyone together, they meet around this large table. So I think Balric would use like he comes from a mining family and they really coveted gems. So I think we could maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. So while all this was happening, maybe he was going around Asuvia hunting, but hunting for like gems that he could kind of like decorate the table with to give it some flair. So my thought would be like a very like granite or marble table that's like very long, probably a little bit lower to the ground. And then yeah, he would be like finding gems that are natural to Fessia to maybe decorate around the table. So it's like nothing super beautiful or ornate, but it gets the job done. And again, there's like, yeah, so that would be my thought.
Nice, I like it. Belric was able to bring in kind of the table into this construction that's going on with the Gravel's headquarters. Um, Before we dive into the Baron hunt, is there anything that the Gavels, before we kind of take a little jump back in time as what you guys are doing throughout this month, is there anything the Gavels want to do immediately after the aftermath of all of those events last session?
Cry.
Kara should be catching Belric up on the entire conversation that just occurred and would cap off with,
Belric, we are considering ending a god and taking its power. We need you. I need you. I thought I was the mad one. Can I blame them for this extreme right now, given everything that's happened? No, but it does not change the fact that this is an extreme.
Belric continues like, I mean, when he sees gems, he still continues to have like that dwarven greed, but when he hears all of this, he just drops the gems to the floor and he's just like, wait, what? I left for a week and all of this happened. And oh yeah, like after being filled in, I mean, he would shrug and just like be like, oh, I need to think about this. And he would pick his gems up.
Perfect. Well, you guys are able to. We'll jump back to what you all do after kind of all of these bombshells have been kind of laid at your feet. Because one of the things you all decided to do during this month of rebuilding, kind of having active in the probably the other Gavels, the B Squad or the troops, keeping an eye out for the Baron, the former Baron, the revenant of the former Baron, Kesse Royce, former ruler of Kata. We're going to go through. This isn't going to need a roll. You guys are going to be able to find him. But how did the Gavels go about looking for the spirit of the former revenant? Or the spirit of the former Baron as a revenant?
Knowing his presence and his vengeance or goal of vengeance towards our Baron, I think I would spend some amount of time in Kata City, kind of shadowing the Baron, not letting his bodyguards and other individuals know, like, hey, I'm just going to be keeping an eye out for things and seeing, if I catch any trace of ghostly presences or ectoplasm left behind or rifts into the ethereal realm or anything of that sort in the vicinity or the presence of anywhere that our Baron goes, to make sure that he is safe from any potential retribution from his father. And if any clues indicate to where the father's spirit might be residing or a way to access it, I will follow up on those. And I'll, as I find some of this stuff, like pursue a lead.
Definitely. As you kind of spend time with the Baron and his Griffin Guard, one of the things you notice too is all of the Griffin Guards are now sporting ghost runes upon their weapons, as they've kind of quietly prepared for the ethereal potential reemergence of the Baron. You see it kind of throughout kind of the times you have free to shadow them. You haven't seen any hide or hair of the Revenant. But one thing that you did kind of hear from different sources around the Baron is he does occasionally, when it's a cleared room, get updates upon what the spies and others think of where his father may be located at. You've heard rumors of him kind of in the countryside of Kata, kind of the last spot he was spotted, kind of in the countryside near the coast, very near to Operata City. Perfect. What do the other guys do?
I think Balric would maybe spend some time in the sanctuary, and he would be using language of the wild. And he would just be like speaking to maybe some of the hawks and eagles and birds of prey, and given the information Wisteria uncovered, would say like, hey, like as you're going to the coast, keep an eye out, and like just asking them to do scouting and hoping that some of them would return with some additional information.
Definitely, you would hear that there has been kind of sightings of different ghosts, kind of like sometimes in the north, near kind of the bridge that connects the city, kind of connects the two halves of the island near the city of Kata. But the birds saw these ghosts kind of heading south, occasionally popping from the ethereal realm into the material plane, and other times just disappearing as they made their way south. Anything else, anybody else?
Knowing that there is an undead, if that now that people are sort of a little more focused on tracking down an undead, I think Will would find himself somewhat compelled to try to help in that. He wouldn't actually know what to do, but where Rashanael, it was particularly given the rocky relationship they've had recently, would sort of be extra annoying about it for a while. So I think Will would just be trying to help, but not really contributing a whole lot.
Kind of almost fighting against himself to help.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you and Rashadiel duke it out with you tried to Will tried to abstain, and Rashadiel tried to push through. The most she's able, with her divine senses, kind of able to see. Since there's only two kind of almost malignant spirits that she can sense aboard the island, she feels, not sure if it's the Barons, but definitely another as well that seems to be almost conjoined at the hip as they travel southward on the island. Perfect. Well, you guys are able to kind of spend some of your downtime kind of gathering some of these clues. Eventually, between the information, the Hawks feed Belric, Wisteria, the kind of the proximity to the Baron, and his own spies, and Will from Rashaniel's divine senses, you're able to uncover that the Baron, along with another spirit, have traveled to Operata and have been almost for the last week kind of haunting and kind of appearing upon the city. Uh, you've not seen, like, from the information you found, it doesn't seem like they are kind of wreaking vengeance or destroying or trying to target anyone. But the dock workers have repeatedly seen them kind of appear from the ethereal plane as if searching for something. How do you guys prepare?
I think Wills would like to go into this battle with thinking about like how much of a threat the Baron was last time. I think Will's going to be carrying with him one of my potions of quickness, just to like have it ready to go whenever the time comes. And I think it's just a matter of rushing to where we're needed. I'll be right back.
Perfect.
Callie, I'm trying to think how this would happen in character, but I think through talking to Ostin and some others, Callie will gather that there are specific runes that are good against that hurt the ghostly undead specifically, and we know she had such a rough time getting Dura's hits to connect properly with the ghost, so she will try to find out what these runes are, and when she does, she will bring the information back to the party that yes, actually they're not particularly uncommon. We just have to, it's just a question of how much gold do we want to spend on this, and she will talk to the party about ghost touch runes as well as astral runes, and I'll post both of them in chat.
When this is brought up, Crash is going to, like you said, perks up, and he'll even say,
Oh yeah, I know a guy. And in fact, I got a sample from him about 2 decades back.
and I'm going to use Precise Consumable to pull out an item that I didn't have, but would be like fully understandable that he would like could possibly pull this out, and he's going to pull out the consumable Ethereal Crescent. It is a whetstone and a 3rd level magic item for 58 gold, which I will mark off my character sheet. And what it does is it's held in one hand, and as an action, you can apply it to a weapon to gain the Ghost Touch rune for 1 minute.
Sweet.
Nice.
And he'll kind of toss that over and simply goes,
If you're willing for it, I can send for him, have him back within the day. 1 for each of the party, but it's meant for weapons. Won't do much for spells, won't do much for ammunition.
And it won't help with Dura's vines, because I do not think vines can be wetted. Do you pronounce the H? Wetted.
Wet.
Wet.
oh, I can't get that
Wet.
out of him now.
Yes, well, yeah, the runes for Dura have to be channeled through the wraps that I have put on, so I will have to go for a rune itself. This is a good offer for anyone else who uses weapons.
Yeah, so he'll pass those out, and this is actually a question I have for you, Tegan. So the whetstone says it applies the Ghost Touch rune to the weapon. How would that apply with? I said it's Crash, but how would you rule that apply with weapons that consume ammunition? Would that apply Ghost Touch to to say like a bow or crossbow, or would you need the proper Ghost Touch ammunition for that, which is a 14th level item?
Uh, we'll say it applies to the weapon itself. So if you applied it, it'll apply to the weapon. It wouldn't double up with your harness thing though, so it wouldn't like spread to all your weapons, but the individual pistol or whatever you apply it to, it would gain that.
Yippee! Thank you. And again, Crush saying he'll send for that. It's just his fancy way of flavoring. Yeah, those are things we can buy, and they're only 58 gold a pop. They are light, and once more, held in one hand.
I think Balric would definitely get in on that if he could.
Perfect. Yeah, so you just mark the gold, and you'll be able to pick one up.
58 gold.
Indeed, indeed.
All right.
Last thing, I'll say this out. Okay, Crash would definitely bring this up. It's very temporary. It only lasts for 1 minute. So if we have to retreat and come back, we will probably be at a bit more of a disadvantage then. Pop these when we're ready to attack them.
Perfect. Well, you all are able to gather any gear that you need, kind of begin to. Actually, you haven't make way there. You kind of head towards your teleportation circle. And who's going to activate it for me today?
Oh, I forgot that was a thing we have to do.
Or you guys can ride if you'd like to, but that will take a couple of days.
I guess I can do it. I think I've kind of forgotten what it takes to do it, but I can't be that crazy. Hold on, is it an Arcana check?
Arcana or occultism?
I'm actually. I used to be good at occultism, but then I was retraining things. Quite bad at those. But I don't know if anybody else is better. Isn't
What were they?
Isn't Crash pretty good at Arcana?
Yes indeed. Yes indeed he is.
So probably be better off if you did it. Let me check.
And the
check the
DC
parties.
is 26 for this.
Okay. Not as bad as I expected.
This is due to it being a circle that you guys didn't directly aid in the construction of, but the Lord Lytos' men would have kind of brought you into the process enough that it basically considers that you one of its constructors. Nice. You're able to rip open the kind of the arcane fabric surrounding the teleportation circle. You see this magic begin swimming around you, something that's starting to become more and more commonplace as you traverse the realm. And as you step through, you're hurled from your newfound city of Asuvia over to Arapo. As you come out, you see kind of guards surrounding it. As they recognize you, you see them kind of nod their heads and go, "Lords and ladies of Asuvia," and they escort you out of the kind of the keep where the teleportation circle is kept here. With that, you find yourself on kind of the bustling streets of Operata. You see they are also in the midst of rebuilding. They weren't hit as hard as Krenta, or definitely not near as hard as the former city of Honda, but there's definitely still signs of the invasion from the children of Taish. But you're able to easily navigate through. While in the city, do you guys head right to the docks? Is there anything else you all do before making your way there?
I'd just like to briefly establish, it doesn't need to have a full-on scene for it or anything, but Crash would be talking about Heka, the goddess of magic, and specifically bringing up that the old goddess of magic that used to be Heka's master sacrificed herself so that everyone can have magic, and kind of comparing that to what Erde did for Kazi itself, giving it its earth. Just going into a little bit of religious lore there.
I feel like Crash is trying to convince the Gabbles of like the good of the gods.
Probably just call him Gabble.
It's a little bit less of that and more like Crash clearly has like a kind of special interest in guns and things that go boom. And recently, I'm trying to establish like Crash is like, yeah, we gotta build this academy. I've been looking into it. The magic part of it. Damn, this stuff's pretty cool. Why don't we have more stuff like this in Dosa? Like, oh my god, magic? Maybe I've been too hard on it.
Nice.
So wait, sorry. Where are we again? Which city?
Operata. I'll bring you guys to the Kata map. I think you guys are able to switch between it, but if not, I'll bring you all the way over there. So it's kind of on the southern edge of Kata.
Okay. And this one is known for magic, yeah?
No, it's just they're not known for magic. It's one of the ports. It's all southern port cities.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
the magic bit was more so like Crash did the thing for the portal, so I was like, oh yeah, you can talk about the Casio Lord there.
Nice. Okay, so 3 people have the whetstones, right? I think. Like Belric.
Crash, Belric, and I imagine
Crash
will take it too.
Yes. Yeah. I think Chris is still reconnecting, so we'll assume that he got a whetstone.
I think I'm back now.
There.
Hello?
Oh, we can.
Hey, nice.
Cool.
Good timing. So, Crash gave Wisteria an ethereal crescent. And when we are in the city, Calistavaria, she also has been getting a little more into like logistics since she's been involved in construction efforts a bit more. So she is starting to read through like inventories, shops, things like that. And some items have been standing out to her, so she's been reading more and more. So when we are here and everyone has their whetstone, we don't know exactly when we might run into the ghost. So she will go to a magic shop. It could be like a very low level 3 or higher magic shop, and she will buy everyone a basic retrieval prism talisman. And she will say, oh, if these things are, if someone sneaks up on us, try pairing this to the whetstone so you can pull it up on command.
Nice.
And I'll post that as well.
Colorado would definitely have kind of some shops on that side. They were damaged by the war, but a lot of their infrastructure is still in place. And one thing I've never mentioned is not to get into the logistics piece of it, because Asuvia doesn't have shops yet, but you guys have a teleportation circle, so you could go to Kata, Operata, like any of the other cities on your downtime to get your gear, which is kind of what I imagine you guys have been doing through this period, since Asuvia is not a merchant destination yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one basic retrieval prism for each of Belric, Wisteria, and Crash. Just if you get caught without the whetstone in your hand, you can like pull it up as a free action if you associate it with the retrieval prism. And it's a single use. Does Will have like scrolls and things right now?
I have scrolls. Not really I'm planning on using for this fight. For the most part, I already have spells that I can use for battling ghosts, so I don't need to like do any extra preparations for this, I don't think.
Okay. Then in that case, once she's handed this over to everyone and explained it to them as they move away, she will like stealth over to Will, where Will can see her coming, and she will slip a greater retrieval prism into his hands and says, "For scrolls, in case you need them."
Oh, much appreciated. I'll keep this handy just in case.
Real fast, I wanna say, this is a moment where Burger, the player's jaws dropped, and so is my character at the retrieval prisms, because that is so good. That's so good. That helps out so much with so much action economy. I'm gonna be using this so much for Crash.
Nice.
Yeah, especially when I came across the greater one, I was like, oh, this would be perfect because you could retrieve any scroll that you have on your person. Just one use, but any scroll. Or potion, or whatever you want, free action.
For sure. Definitely helpful.
especially the potencies. As you're going through Cali and buying the equipment, though, you do see that the shopkeeper, kind of this wizened old gnome, kind of leans over and goes, "Are you one of them gals, my lord or my lady?"
We are indeed. You have heard of us, of course.
I have. Just nobles and nobles today. I imagine you're probably here to see the Chancellor.
We would like an audience, but we are not here to impose. For now, we are here to just inspect this city and establish trade relations. How much deception do I have? Establish trade relations. So let the Chancellor know of our presence, and we can perhaps expect an invitation if it is well worded.
You see, she gives you a blank stare for a moment, and she goes, honey. Oh, no, I'm sorry, my lady. I don't know. I'm a simple shopkeeper. I've never met the Chancellor, but I've heard buzz that he's in town, and you're probably one of the first nobles to come into the store. So I'm greatly honored.
So out of character, this is the Chancellor of the city, right?
Oh no, this is the Chancellor of the Republic.
Oh, okay. I think Callista Varia does not know that, so I'm hoping that one of yous who are trained in society is picking up on this, as she is just talking out of her bark here.
I imagine Volcrash is trained and master in it. He's more so looking at the card packs they may have. Like, probably the same card packs he sent to them. Like looking up and like, dang, they got good prices for these over here.
Well, you can feel free to spread the word that we are here, and then whatever will happen will happen. Perhaps our paths will cross with the Chancellor's.
Oh, I'm certain you all have done such good for the lands of Kata. He's here surveying the lands after it's been taken back from those bastardly giants. So I'm sure he wants to shake your hand and meet the heroes.
Of course, I hope we get the opportunity. Is that everything? Can you hurry it up a bit?
Oh, I'm sorry, my lady. I'm sorry. And she gets you the gear and kind of like gives you a short bow and smile.
Yeah, she takes it. There's like a little bit of a dew forming on some of her leaves as she's leaving. It's like, oh, I could get used to this, but not yet, as she just leaves. And again, I'm assuming you guys either overheard or she will tell everyone that a Chancellor is here.
Interesting. I wonder what business the Chancellor would have here in Operata. Well, maybe we'll meet. We'll see. Who knows? We have other business to attend to right now.
What is the function exactly of a Chancellor, and should a Chancellor find out compromising information about the current Baron, would that create any complications? Should we hurry this up, I mean?
I imagine it would be a problem. But, I hadn't even really thought about it. But yeah, we certainly should probably take care of this problem rather quickly if we... because if we heard that the former Baron is skulking around somewhere around here at a time when the Chancellor is here, there might be a connection there, and we might benefit from dealing with it quickly.
And anybody that's expert or better in society would know a couple of things on this side. Actually, expert and better will know this piece, and then another piece for anybody that's master or better. Expert or better would know that the Chancellor of the Republic. It's kind of like the Republic of Fessia. It's kind of as an organized entity. Kind of think of it like a UN. They've got power, but like not like a ton of power. So like the Baron versus the Chancellor. The Chancellor may look like he has more power, but the Baron can just say, "I'm doing my own thing." The Chancellor has like the power for like sanctions for trade between the states of, or the nations of Fessia. They've got their own small army. They've got a small fleet, but like it's an elected position based on the Fessian Senate. So they've got power, but it's more of a kind of a combined power. They couldn't overrule one of the lords. So experts, you guys know that. Those with master, you know the Chancellor Asius Atos, and you guys didn't speak with him, but you did see him at the gala, kind of to raise funds for the retaking of Kata and bring troops. He is, being a master, you'd know he's a very distant cousin of the Royce family, distantly related, but one of the few that has a claim to the island if the main lineage is lost.
Oh no, Tegan's setting up another powder keg. All right, let's see if we can prevent this from going off. So, assuming there is someone with Master Society and willing to share
Do
class, yes. Sorry, do you still have the bird that sees?
Yeah.
Would it be wise or unwise to keep a watch on the Chancellor and make sure that no undead unduly disturb him?
I think that's a great idea. And I will send my construct bird to try to first find the Chancellor and his retinue and then follow them from a safe distance.
All right, give me a stealth and perception check.
Trying to find where the bird stats were, unless I should use mysterious.
No, there's you should have a sheet in your in the party thread, I believe.
Oh, okay, it's in with yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay. So first, you want me to do stealth secret?
I think it rolls for public.
All right. And then perception.
Nice. The Falcon is able to kind of soar through the skies, kind of hanging back. He notices two things. He notices first the kind of this large ship. Kind of on the eastern port, bearing the kind of the sigil of Fessia adorned out, and he does see kind of one of the blue-robed, armored Praetorians, Praetorians, kind of like stalking back and forth, almost as if waiting for something. Looking for the Chancellor himself. The bird flies through and is luckily able to keep a good distance to avoid being noticed by the large retinue, the crowded city, kind of helping to obscure it, but eventually finds the Chancellor along with the lady of the city, kind of going through and touring, almost like kind of doing like think of like almost like a publicity tour through the city. You see the chancellor's inspecting the walls, seeing the damage, waving to the people, kind of trying to be very visible and seen. You see this man, he is wearing kind of ornate blue robes. He's got wearing kind of the griffin symbol of Kata around his neck. Odd. It's not something that typically the Chancellor usually does, but you may think he's pandering to his base at this moment for that, but he's going through. He's shaking hands with people, smiling, and you see the lady of the city kind of leading him around to see different sights for the area. You don't catch any sign of the ghost at the moment. How do you all proceed?
If I were a ghost who wanted to talk to the Chancellor, where would I do it? What opportunity would I try to take advantage of?
And it seems to me like the Chancellor, nope, sorry, the Baron would probably want to make it a public spectacle, right? Do we know if the Chancellor has any plans to speak publicly today?
You would hear. I mean, he's kind of like not like official speeches. He's kind of more doing a kind of a walk about the city today, more dining with kind of the nobles, seeing the people, being seen. No speeches, but kind of almost like more stump speeches versus like anything like planned or ornate.
Tegan, I would like to attempt to recall knowledge using society for kind of noble habits of it. If a noble was wronged greatly, in what way would he try and reach the Chancellor to complain about that wrong?
Hey, give me a recall knowledge check.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Recall knowledge.
Nice. Oh, so you've got a nat 20 and a master in religion and society. So you kind of knock both of these ones through. You know, you've read probably about the former Baron, Kesse Royce. He was a poor wartime ruler, but he was a beloved peacetime ruler. He did a lot for kind of public works and different things along those natures, but he just crumbled when the war, did a poor job of preparing for defense and crumbled when the pressure of war reached his door. He was one that was beloved by the people. Typically, he did favor kind of ostentatious gatherings and parties. He was known for his revels, and sometimes in place of planning and rulership. But you also know with religion as well, people don't like ghosts. A ghost appearing in a major function like this would freak the people out, would probably force the Chancellor to distance himself from whatever this was. With that role, you'd imagine they would try to meet someplace. If they were going to meet someplace private. May even think the Chancellor may not want to be there in case things didn't go the way he wanted it to.
So Crash will kind of relay that right there, going through each piece and then just go,
truthfully, I'd expect him to do it the bureaucratic way. Get the Chancellor alone someplace, maybe official, but us again alone, and tell him exactly what happened. He wants revenge, but he also wants it to be known. He's loved by the people, and he even now is a revenant driven by hate. That hate is towards his son, not the people. He probably views the people as just as much a victim as he was. Duped, lied to, abandoned, so on.
And Crash kind of waves his hand with that, signaling he doesn't quite believe that part himself, but is still think that's what the Revenant we're currently hunting would likely believe.
It seems we might also need to follow the Chancellor, unfortunately, which could end up looking somewhat suspicious, but I feel like it's the only way for us to be able to keep an eye on him without revealing what it is we're doing.
We could inform him that there's been a threat and we're here to help protect him.
Certain. That seems reasonable.
Crash raises his hand at that and just says,
well, I feel it would be reasonable, but each of you have a soul contract. You let too much slip about the Baron, maybe what happened, or if he starts putting it together and starts grilling you about it, that could be your life on the line. If you think being direct about it, even in that way, is the way to go, I shall follow you on it. Just be careful.
I am with Crash here that if we could canvass the area, find out any rumors or signs of a haunting nearby, if we could get to the Baron before they even make contact with the Chancellor, that would be most ideal. Unlikely, but it's worth trying, I think. We already have eyes on the Chancellor here.
Sure. Well, if we're going to be searching the area, I actually have a thing that maybe it will help. I can cast See the Unseen. It only lasts 10 minutes, though, so I think we'd have to wait until we got close or we saw something suspicious already. But for tracking ghosts, feels like it might be useful.
Heck yeah.
Something you go ahead, Crash.
Sorry, I have one more question, and this could help us figure out some motivations here, just in case. And that is, with the Baron being a revenant, once he gets his revenge, do we know if he just kind of gets to have peace, crumble away, and whatnot, turn into sludge into the sea? Would he still be around and kicking? And if so, would he try and get back his rule?
Oh, well, with that religion check, I'll give it to you. So, revenants usually, after they kind of gain their revenge, they typically dissipate. Like, that's usually the only thing kind of keeping them bound to the mortal plane. The Baron Kesseroyce, though, he did try to steal his son's life to try to balance the scales, but luckily you all saved him from that fate. So you're not sure with this one if revenge would drive him further, or if his vengeance being bringing down his son, or vengeance being gaining the life he lost. It's a bit of a toss-up with this Baron.
Got it. Thank you for the clarification.
Perfect. But how do you all? So it sounds like you guys are going to go through and canvass the area, try to follow up on some rumors. How do you guys go about that?
I have a feat that lets me gather information by making a society check. So as I talk to people and try to identify people who might be a little bit more attuned to that kind of stuff, and use kind of my past experiences, like working in different parts of the city to get information that people might otherwise be hesitant to share. I'll see what I can find.
Perfect. Give me a society check.
And while I'm doing this, I also have it conjure up a magical book in my hand from my pocket library.
Nice. As you ask around to kind of various people in the city, you see some that go, oh no, haven't heard any ghosts. Others that go, though, oh yeah, have you heard about this haunted library? The ghost died 200 years ago, and some people swear they see them. But eventually, as you kind of get closer to kind of the port side, you do hear a few sailors go, yeah, swear last night, saw these two things just pop out of nowhere. Swear one of them had the Baron's face, but then they just popped back out. Buddies thought I was drinking too much, but on thought I say I talked.
Yeah, you better be careful with those drinks. Definitely sounds like something that's the result of a little bit too much alcohol, but thanks anyway. And then I'll go straight to the...
I swear.
I'll let the rest of the party know that the docks seem like a likely location. And you had mentioned my Falcon saw the boat that the Chancellor came in on.
Yep, you guys saw the boat, and the Falcon saw one of the Senate Praetorians kind of stalking as if waiting.
Is it a thing for ghosts to be able to like potentially take the form of other people, and like could that Praetorian be the ghost under some sort of disguise spell or something like that?
Or possessed, perhaps?
Or possessed.
Potentially.
Yeah, so I mentioned these details to the rest of the party and say I think that's where we want to start looking, especially since the Chancellor will probably return to the ship at some point and might have a ghost and some secrets waiting for him.
Mm-hmm. All right. As soon as we get to the area, I would like to cast See the Unseen just to be safe.
Perfect. How do you guys approach the ship?
Can we just act casual and just walk by and see if we can catch anything unusual, or maybe if I see a ghostly figure wrapped around the guards or anything like that? With my special eyes as we pass by.
As you pass by, as you get kind of make your way to the port side of the city, you're able to see kind of this magnificent boat with the emblem Thessia emblazoned across it, and kind of blues accented throughout both the hull and the sails. You look through and you don't see the Praetorian, the Senate Praetorian in front of the ship any longer. But Will, one thing you were able to catch is that almost standing upon the bow, you see a spirit just wavering back and forth, wearing a long robe. It just seems to be swaying as if caught in some wind, but there's no wind from the seas today. It just seems to be sailing, like almost flapping like a mast as it just hovers back and forth as it stands there, seemingly looking at nothing.
Does that spirit look familiar?
It does not.
Interesting. Can I cast message on a spirit? I guess I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just to check, because I'm like, what if this is just a spirit that just happens to be on this ship? You know what I mean? Just ghosts in places sometimes. So I'm gonna check. Not having a lot of experience talking to spirits, I think Will is just gonna try to go for maybe something he's heard about in stories, like, "Oh, spirit, please identify yourself. Who might you be that haunts this ship and this dock?"
You hear it even through this kind of magical connection. Its voice almost seems to have like this reverb and almost repeating of itself. It goes, "Oh, me, you see me. Nice to be seen. I am here serving, always serving. Are you serving?"
Oh, no, I merely am a passerby who is an interest in the spiritual realm. I say casting message again. Have you perhaps seen, I assume you are a servant on the ship of the Chancellor. Have you seen recently any other spirits passing by lately? Incorporeal folk, those beyond the veil?
Oh, I see lots of spirits. I see a spirit every day.
Fascinating. And have you seen any that seemed possessed by a certain vengeance about them? Those that might seem hostile? Perhaps a spirit of rage recently?
Oh, my lord, he is possessed with rage, but just rage. He's in there raging at the moment.
Ah, fascinating. Will start sweating immediately. And he just says this out loud to everybody, not through the message. Y'all, I think I might have located our friend. There's a spirit hanging around on the deck of the ship who says that it follows a spirit of rage. This might be a servant of the Baron who has followed him into the afterlife, perhaps. I'm not sure. or perhaps a spirit he found beyond the veil, who has pledged itself to him now. So the point is, I think that the Baron might already be on the Chancellor's ship. Now it's just a matter of getting on there without being seen. I imagine there's lots of folks around. Will says, looking around.
As you mentioned that, you kind of, like, as the spirit mentioned the Baron raging, you hear this, like, almost reverberating ethereal voice, kind of just coming in muffled from the ship, but you hear it yell out, "You dare!" And this almost echoes, repeats through the air.
We all hear that?
You all do.
Uh-oh.
Does my bird still have eyes on that Chancellor?
You know, he's out there. He is shaking hands and smiling.
All right. I'll pull out that ethereal crescent, just start fidgeting with it, and say, maybe just need to move in. There's no one, like, you said the Praetorium is no longer there. There's no one else who seems to be guarding the ship, at least physically.
You don't see anybody physically guarding the ship. Only Will sees the spirit hovering through. You guys have a moment to act. Is there anything you all do?
I'll activate the ethereal crescent if I start to see something dangerous about to occur.
I'll get Dura out, and this is post rebuild, right? An impossible magic rebuild. Okay, yeah. Well, so Callie has been spending a lot of time in the sanctuary, and you haven't seen Dura since then. And this time, when Dura comes out, Dura is already huge.
Ooh. I guess if we're rushing onto the ship now, and it might be my time to down that potion of quickness, maybe. Well, I'll hold on to it until we actually see the Baron before us. I don't want to waste it.
Perfect. Well, as you all hear that "you dare," you see, like, almost this flash of light, and you see barreling out of the ship the Baron Kesse Royce, spiritual garb flowing behind him, crown still ethereally sitting upon his head as he races out from the ship, red kind of clouds and lightning licking across his spiritual skin as he races through, just fuming, little fumes coming off of his head. You see, as he kind of emerges from the ship, stepping onto the sands, you see Wisteria. You recognize that same Senate Praetorian that you saw before, this time blade in one hand and a crystal in the other, as he looks through and you hear this kind of Praetorian, and for you all, the Senate Praetorians are kind of like the guards of the Chancellor. They're top-notch soldiers who are dedicated to carrying out the Chancellor's whims and protecting him. And you see this soldier carrying kind of a blade in one hand, crystal in the other, and he looks to the Baron and he goes, "I told you to do this quietly. You're coming with us. You'll stand and bear testimony." And you all see that as you all walk up. Let me bring you to the map.
Can I drink that potion as we're walking up?
Unfortunately, that was you have to use that with your actions. Where did it go? There it went. Perfect. You see, as he walks through, this spirit he was speaking to you, waving its hands in the air, smiling at you, Will. You see the Baron kind of red sparks flaring off of him, not even having noticed you all. He is just howling and staring in derision at this Senate Praetorian. We're going to throw you all into initiative. Oh, actually, we're going to take a quick break, too. Let's come back 5 minutes. 8:50, and we will dive, or 8:51, and we will dive into the encounter. See you in a bit.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of session 9 as the party hunts the spirit of Baron Kesse Royce. They find that he was quite angry at one of the Senate Praetorians who had emerged from his ship walking along the sands, blade in hand, crystal in the other. And you see the watching spirit that Will spoke to waving his hands in delight as he floats above the ground as you all join the battlefield. You see the Praetorian is looking with quite authority, we'll say, at the Revenant. And we are going to kick off the encounter. You see the Senate Praetorian. He strides quickly but calmly towards the spirit of the Baron. See, he catches sight of you all, and he kind of spares a glance, and he goes, "Senate business, move along, please. You do not want to interfere with the affairs of the Chancellor." And as he does so, he raises a crystal, and you see he begins to speak these kind of arcane words, and you see the crystal begins to glow, and he's going to make a cultism check. He needs to get a DC. So you see he gives that first check. It glows, but unfortunately does not glow hard enough. And you hear the Baron's rage almost seems to sustain him as this energy licks off the crystal and tries to head towards the Baron, but the Baron shakes him off. And you see the Praetorian, the grunts. "Stay back, citizens. This is a dangerous Revenant." You see the Baron is up. You see howls out. He goes, "You would do this to me. I used to rule these lands. I came to you with confidence that the Chancellor would do the right thing, and you tried to imprison me?" And that he is going to use some magic. He's going to cast Vision of Death on the Praetorian Guard. The guard will succeed, but will take frightened and some damage on that. So you see kind of like this psychic energy swirling around the guard.
Back.
And you see that he looks very weary for a second as his eyes continue to flash, almost as if he's seeing some horrific affair. And then the Baron is just going to take a swing at him with his ethereal fist. He's going to crit. Oof, poor guy.
Huh. I was not expecting them to be opposed to each other.
You see the Praetorian is staggered, not bloodied yet, but quite hurt from that exchange. Asteria, you are up.
All right. First, I'm going to free action devise a stratagem on the Baron. Oh, that's pretty good. So then I'm going to recall knowledge as a free action on him. And I'll use a hero point if I rolled below a 10.
Perfect. I'll burn that hero point.
All right. Let me roll again.
Perfect. He is off guard to you. Just
Okay.
barely.
And I want to know. Let's see. Where's my list? Lowest. Well, actually, ghosts have weird stuff going on. So let's prioritize any resistance. Let's go for any immunities. That's probably more.
Definitely. Immunities. He's immune to blood, death effects, disease, poison, paralyzation, and sleep.
Whoa.
All right. So don't bother with your poisons, Belric. Okay, so those are all free actions. He's off guard. I will kind of under my breath whisper to the rest of the gavel saying the Praetorium probably wants to imprison him to bring him for trial, and we can't let that happen. But preferably, let's not let the Praetorium die either. If he gets knocked out, though, that might be in our best interest, although...
And you've got a master in society, so I'm going to give you one thing without recall knowledge as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not about the plot, but more about the Praetorian. So with that, if you all being lords and ladies of the land, he can't lay a finger upon you or harm you in any way. But him acting in Senate business, you all would be in a rough position if you made him shed blood or offensively cast him.
Sorry, kind of cut out of it. If we what?
If you shed any of his blood or offensively cast magic upon him.
Yeah. Let's see. And then... All right, I'm going to use an action to analyze weakness on the Baron. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with my... Oh, I need to... No, I had time to use the rune earlier, so I have both hands on my crossbow right now. All right, so let's divide the stratagem. Did not succeed. Okay. Cool. And we get... Oh, I didn't even add off guard, but I do get sneak attack. 43 is not a crit, is it?
It is not.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Nice.
And then second shot.
Did you apply the crescent?
I mentioned I did it before combat. As soon as it goes.
He posted in the chat.
No, I mean, did you apply it to your character?
I didn't see. I clicked the use button on the item, and that I don't know if that did anything or not.
So double up for this one. So it looks like it didn't. If you use it again, there should be something you can drag over to your character.
I mean, I'll play around with that after my turn's done. But I'm gonna make the second attack. Did I roll for that yet? No. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
8d6 plus 3d8 plus 2. Goodness,
Oh, sorry, that one shouldn't have the analyze weakness. It's only on the first attack. So that would be 11, 13. That would have been 40 damage instead of 53. All right.
I'll just take an extra 8 off. There we go.
Okay, so those are my 3 actions. And then I'll just shout out, we are the Gavel of Ivacera, Lords of Asuvia. We're here to help.
You see, the Baron glances in rage. You see the Senate Praetorian glances in annoyance as you announce yourselves. Elric, you are
up. So Balric's gonna lock eyes with the Baron, and before he does anything, he's gonna be like, "Hey, you took something from me I'll never forget the fire or the pyre that we had for Bear, and the sadness and remorse that I felt. And then he'll say, "But there's one thing about fire: you never know what will rise from the ashes." And then Bear will like all like he'll just become enraged, and you'll see like him go from almost like kind of like charred and glowing, and then you'll see like flames kind of spout out, and then he'll let out like a real loud roar.
Nice.
So I'm going to begin my turn by casting Hunt Prey. I'm going to do it on both the Baron and I think this middle guy. Is he a bad dude?
Yeah, he was the one that was speaking to Will earlier about serving his rage-filled master.
Yes. Okay. So I can now do that on 2 people.
Nice.
And then my free action, I'm going to utilize the talisman that Callie gave us, and I'm going to activate. That means I can activate the ethereal crescent. Correct?
Or you can retrieve it and then activate it. So you still have to spend an action. If you didn't do it before, I've spent an action activating it.
Yeah, if you already had it in your hand, then the prism is not useful. You can just use one action for the whetstone.
That
Prism
probably
was for getting it.
if you want to use it for like another potion or something later.
Okay. So can I use it as a free action and just activate it, or do I have to?
Yeah, you'd have to use an action on that.
Okay. So all right. So my second action, I'll activate it, and then my third action, I'll take 2 shots at.
Have advantage on the first one.
Nice.
So here will be the first one. I don't know how to add advantage. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it one more time. Am I targeting him correctly?
Oh, you are.
Jeez,
that's rough.
man.
Oof.
2. Okay. Here's my second shot.
Hey, there you go. Nat 20.
All right. Weird. We'll take it. There's so many numbers here. Okay, cool.
Nice. The kitchen steak at him.
Those are my 3 actions, and then I'm gonna have Bear move 25 feet. So he'll start approaching the guy. That'll be my turn.
Nice. Crash, you're up.
Alrighty then. So, this is gonna be pretty simple here. Crash sees the Baron, looks back to Belric, and knows that yeah, he's got that one. Grudges, Avenged, and whatnot, and he's gonna go after this guy here instead. Making sure that there isn't any collateral like there once was not too long ago. So first action is going to be to stride. Next action is going to be to quick draw. And we are going to quick draw Ghost Charge.
Nice.
So 2
Ghost charge.
Ghost Charge. I'm trying to find where I can actually post that. Here they are. 3d8 vitality damage, extra splash damage, and pretty good against undead in general. I initially put these on to Crash for things like vampires, but it works in this case. Let's go. I'm going to use a hero point for that.
Hero point.
Man, we're rolling rough.
Hey,
Nice.
Just it.
Alright, and for the damage. Beautiful.
Right.
And of course, there is the good old Enfeeble 2. If that would do anything to a ghost, now that I think about it.
Maybe we'll see.
Followed by pretty simple one once more. We are going to let me make sure I don't have another one action that would be better. I do not, so we're all good. Second ghost charge. I'm going to use my last hero point for this one.
All right.
Yes, 2 successful.
A bit
Done.
less damage, but still pretty good, all things considered.
How do those ghost charges look?
Yeah, so you see Crash as he's surprisingly like running instead of like using an explosion to launch him through, probably because he's in a more public place. As he's running, he pulls out these what look to be little like cubes from his bag, and he presses a button on them, and this ghostly light blue ethereal energy begins to crackle through them, then kind of flashes a few times before becoming bright purple, and he launches them at them, arcing with that purple lightning, and they just go boom.
Nice. All right. Will, you're up.
All right. Will is going to start off by downing that the potion that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to use that potion of quickness.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Nope, not the emergency escape one. This one. They're right next to each other in my inventory. All right, so I gain haste. Gain haste, I said. I gain haste. Why? I'm usually dragging the thing onto myself. Oh, nope, that's the wrong. I need to drag quickened. There we go. All right. That doesn't actually do anything until next round, unfortunately. But so with my other 2 actions, I'm just going to turn to Callie and just say like, now I have a question. Callie was here the first time we fought the Baron, yeah?
She was, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, you already have some experience. You know what you're doing. Will's going to put his hand on Callie's shoulder and cast Heroism at 6th rank.
Nice.
Whoa.
How's that look?
It's very simple, this one. He just puts a hand on her shoulder and like a golden light glows from underneath his hand. Like he just, I don't know, almost kind of like he squished a lightning bug on her shoulder.
She glows and I don't know. She looks a little awkward after that. She's like, there may be others. You know what? We'll talk about it later. Thank you, Will.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
You see the Baron kind of nod towards his herald, and he kind of almost mouths, for those who can kind of see the spirit, herald my rage, as the spirit begins to act. And you see this thing comes like almost skittering through, like walks right through Bear, and he gets right close to Will, and he goes, I'd like to keep talking to you. You're very interesting. You're the first person to talk to me outside of the Baron. And you see, like, he laughs, he goes, can we be friends? And as he yells friends, and it comes out with this ghostly wail. All living creatures, give me a DC 31 will save.
120. Damn!
Is it too late to say that we knew the Baron wailed last time and Wisteria would have come into this fight wearing earplugs?
It is, unfortunately.
Okay.
What's the DC on this?
Why is everybody getting upgraded?
I don't know. Because this
Is
isn't
it, yeah,
but you guys are the same level. Oh no, he's one level less. All right, yeah. So it's right.
Oh,
Oh, it's incapacitation. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot that he is one level less than you guys, so that plays. So one level bump above. So a few of you guys got crit success, Will regular success, Belric that'll be a regular success, along with Bear on a regular success. You guys are still one.
Can I use a hero point on that?
You can.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm thinking about doing it myself as well, because what is the duration on the stun? Can we see it? Like, it doesn't say anywhere. It's just one round, right?
I
The
believe
stuns naturally just go down each time. I think that's how it works.
I believe it's just one round for this. Yeah, I will say it's one round for this.
Yeah. I think 'cause-
if you click on
you attempt another save within your turn, I believe.
Okay, well, I think I will use the hero token on it then, because I rolled very low. So I have a pretty good chance.
Success. So stunned is just you lose one action from your next turn, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. I'm not gonna use the hero point.
All right, Callie, you're up.
Okay. Callie looks at Will being slowed down, and will try and return the favor with our beloved 7th rank haste.
Nice.
So on herself, Will, Belric, Wisteria, and I think I can get Bear in it too. But and Crash! Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, perfect. Everyone's in range.
Oh.
Sweet.
How does it look as you cast it, Callie?
It's the same greenish fire that was actually like she first got that magic at when from Bear's Pyre there was the green energy rushing towards the sanctuary. So this is a perfect time for her to tap into it and bring it out to speed everyone up. And then with her last action, she sees that the ghost is right near Will. Will, do you have a free hand?
Yes.
Okay, well, don't know if you'll have the actions for it, but let's get this started anyway. I will create a fresh produce in your hand, which right now, the healing you may not need, but at any point, the void damage resistance will probably be handy in this fight.
Nice.
So that is almost my turn. I, of course, forgot about Act Together, so I will just Act Together to move Dura up here. These are like things that would need to be climbed over.
Yeah. So if you, they are kind of like partial cover, so yeah, you would need to kind of climb over them if you just wanted to go.
Okay. Yes. In that case, hold on. Let me see. I was over here, right? I'll just start moving towards the Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7 because of the rebuild. That's my turn.
All right, the Praetorian is up. There you go. My lords and ladies, this is Senate business. Please remove yourselves from the vicinity. As he reaches again for the crystal, begin chanting his arcane or occult words of power, trying to hit that DC 40. And he rolled a 31 again. You see the words are just not coming to him as he tries to gather his might about him. He is going to, you see, he kind of like grunts out in frustration. And then you see him begin to cast sigils around as he tries to shift himself and the Baron. Oh, where is the DC for this? Reflex. I was making reflex for save against his thing. 37. What is his DC? So he will succeed. I think that's a save. So he does not bring the Baron with him, but he does get some distance from the Baron. And you see as he goes through, a flash come through as these sigils wave off of him, and an explosion kind of eke out around the Baron. That is the Praetorian's turn. You see the Baron looking through. He glares at the bear, at the gavels, and he goes, the thugs of my son. I thought I killed that infernal bear. I'll make another hide of it. And then he is going to... he is going to cast a spell. He is going to cast Phantasmal Killer. He's going to cast that at Crash. So you see he begins casting these sigils around him as like this just most arcane energy bursts through kind of his ethereal body and comes racing towards you, Crash.
Recognize spell! And we're hoping for the crit success here. I'm assuming this is off of the religious.
I actually am going to give you a +2 to this as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because I often... what is the range on it? Let me check. Mortal Intervention. You are just out of range, unfortunately. Never mind.
Oh, actually, I guess I have to ask this. Is this 6 strength or lower?
Just a second. I gotta move my dog.
It does say spell 6 when he clicks it. So I think yes.
Oh, so that means automatically identify. Yippee. Corresponds to that. Oh, I have to roll a secret check for this. So let me... What's the hotkey to roll this in secret?
Control.
Thank you. And then we add the 2 onto there from now. There we go. We're hoping for the critical success. There.
Unfortunately, you critically failed to recognize this spell.
Oh no! So you see Crash. You see Crash just like, okay, just like this. He has this. He thinks he's about to drop some kind of like giant water orb, and you see he's ready to like reflexively dodge out of the way, not prepare his mind for this onslaught. So, and with enough stalling out of the way, I can roll this. Damn!
Okay. So yeah, you see, I imagine you see a vampire come hurtling towards you, just racing through, blood dripping across its fangs as it hurtles out, and you fail. You take 44 spiritual damage, and you are frightened too as this vampire comes through and pierces into your mind, and the Baron laughs.
Damn. Yeah, you see Crash like, I won't do the movement because obviously it's not his turn, but Crash, the moment he sees the vampire, he's turning tail and like full on trying to blitz away from it.
And he is going to move this way. Wisteria, you're up.
All right. Foundry, just question out for a second. Devise a stratagem on the Baron. Not good.
Oh.
Recall knowledge on the Baron's Herald.
Can you find out if it has a attack of opportunity for me?
Does it have does it have any reactions?
It does have a reactive strike. And it's off guard too.
Cool. Will, be careful about casting another spell. Those were free actions. Going to analyze weakness on the Herald. And then... Oh, I'm hastened. Cool. Do I have something I want to use that third action for? Or the fourth action for? I'll probably reposition, but... Okay. I will fire 2 shots at the Herald.
Sure.
Don't use Divine Stratagem. Do treat it as an off-guard target. Okay, strike. Let's go for Hero. This is my last one. That's better. Let me get that analyzed weakness out there. Ooh, not as good as the damage roll last time, but I'll take it. I don't know if it would have mattered because he just moved, but the Baron would have had a minus 10 foot status penalty to speed. This ghost gets the same thing.
Sure.
And then second attack. Roll. Oops. And no analyze weakness on this one. Or almost as much damage. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah, I'm going to use my fourth action to stride. Or do I want to start reloading? No, I still have one more shot. Let's just get away from the party and prevent AoEs from seriously harming us.
Perfect.
And I'll say to the Praetorium as I fire off more shots, like, we got to work together and bring this thing down.
He shakes his head. All right, you are up.
Right. Belric is going to use his first action to do hunted shot, and he'll take 2 shots at the Baron. Here's the first shot. It's a miss. Man. I'm going to use my hero point. I think that's my first. Okay. Here's my second shot. Crit miss. So I'm
to move within. Oh, it would have just been a miss instead of a crit miss. But you are getting a range penalty on all your attacks.
Shouldn't I have hunted shot?
Oh yeah, you got hunted shot. So I'm not sure why it's not applying that, but unfortunately, both would still miss even without that on there.
I'll fix that. And then for my, so I was stunned, but then I'm also quickened. So I think I still have 3 actions. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them would be you can just strike or stride with it. You can use that for one of the strikes. Or no, you did hunt strike. So yeah, you can move or strike with one of those actions.
Well, the stun
I wouldn't be able to do like a spell or anything.
Not with with the spoke.
I used 1 action for my 2. So does that
No,
mean
actually, I think it would cancel out the slow would cancel out the stun would cancel out the haste. So yeah, you got regular actions for your 3 regular actions.
Okay. So then my final 2 actions, I'm going to cast Bursting Bloom on let's say Royce or S.A. Royce. He needs a DC 31. And then this will be the damage.
Perfect. I think you may just be out of range, unfortunately, though.
I thought he was. It's a 60-footer. I thought he was. Oh shoot! Did he move?
Yeah, unfortunately, the -10 from the other piece moved him back.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. That changes everything. I am going to use.
You could cast it on the Herald if you'd like.
Yeah, I could, couldn't I? Okay. Yeah. Let's just do that.
All right. He will succeed.
And then
So you
Bear's
see
gonna.
the ethereal nature kind of protecting him a bit as the bones burst through him, but he does bleed. Or does take some damage to his ethereal spirit.
3 damage. Good Lord. Okay.
Yeah,
And then Bear charged forward 25 feet towards the Baron.
Nice. All right, Crash, you're up.
Simple and solid turn. We're going to use the free action to bring out the. Let me post this. Not that. Ethereal Crescent. There it is. And the one action to apply it. I'm gonna see if. Yeah, it does let me apply it if I drag it on me. Yippee! What did I name the Obsidian's Edge again? It's just called Obsidian's Edge. Heck yeah. We're applying it to the Obsidian's Edge, and then we are using another action to grip the Obsidian's Edge in 2 hands. And the final action is we are going to shoot the Herald with the Obsidian's Edge. Unfortunately, this is with the rain penalty.
He says with the what? Oh, and they will have cover to you as well.
Shoot. Yeah, you know what? I like these odds. So with cover, that'd be a -2 for a 30 to hit.
It's just lesser cover since he didn't take cover, so just a +1 on that side. So we'll say a -1 just to make it easier for the math. So that unfortunately that will miss.
No! Dang. Unfortunately, that will be Crash's turn.
And so you see it just plink right into the barrel in front of him, narrowly missing the ghost.
Is it too late to give him a inspired stratagem to try to reroll it?
Oh yeah. I think I could do pretty good with one of those.
Because I think it technically has to do before the roll, but
Does it have to go before the roll for this?
Trigger about to attempt to attack roll or skill check.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too late. Appreciate that though.
Right.
Remind me next turn.
Heck yeah.
Will, you're up.
All right, so the stun and the quickened cancel out. So I just have my normal 3 actions this turn. I am going to first, thanks for the tip, Wisteria. Is this space, can I stand in this space right here?
Yeah, you gotta get huddled against it in that space, yeah.
Cool. I would like to take a step to get away from the Herald. And then I am going to use an action to cast amped message on Crash. Try again.
I do have to bring up the sad truth.
He has to
Crash
reload.
did not reload his gun.
Oh, so that won't work. Never mind. Instead, I will be casting it on, I guess, because Wisteria has a lot of stuff that makes her really strong during her turn. So like using
Yeah.
the amped message on her is a lot. It is probably not going to do as much as it would just for using it on Belric. That's why I'm just saying that out loud so that you know I'm not doing it on purpose to ignore you or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to cast amped message on Belric and just say, you just hear in your mind, you have another chance. Take the shot.
Do I shoot now?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe he uses a reaction.
Perfect. All right. Let me target him. I don't know why this. Oh,
Dang, okay.
that range penalty though, it should be a 32. Does that
It
hit?
should be a 32, but that still misses by a bit. And he also has a +1 from cover as well. Or no, he does not. +1. Yeah, so but still, you missed by 5 on that one, unfortunately.
Okay. Shoot.
Okay.
Can I use my hero point on a reaction?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Let's do it. I gotta hit this guy.
Oh, that's rough.
Oof.
All right, I'm all out.
Okay, and then with my final action,
Oh, is message 1 action?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
With my final action, I just want to get the fuck out of here. Honestly, I'll be able to do that next turn though. But you know what? Why not? We're gonna do a. Oh wait, what's the range on
Sorry.
What's the range on? 30 feet. Dang. All right. I think I just need to start moving because I want to get in closer to the Baron. So I'm going to use my third action to just stride again. I have to go around this stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And I am better positioned to do more stuff next turn when I'm not stunned. And that'll be my turn.
As you see the Baron's Herald looks shocked. He goes, "My new friend, why do you run? Why do you run? We're new friends. We must keep talking. We must talk about all of the things. You must stay here." And you see he reaches out a hand, almost grabbing through you as it comes out. And that will hit. So you see it come through with this like thing that just reaches, almost pulls at your spirit, but you see it latch onto your spirit or try to latch onto the spirit with this vice. It is going to try to grapple you, but luckily it will fail due to the enfeebled condition. You see the poison slows it down as it tries to grab and hold you. And he goes, "No, you can't go. Only the Baron I have to speak to. You must be my new friend." And he's going to try to hit out at you again with its final action. So you see it just lashing out, trying to keep you close as you flee. Callie, you're up.
Did Will just take damage from that last hit?
He did.
I took damage from 2 hits. Yes.
Okay, well, on that last one, I will do Thundering Retribution.
Nice.
So I just have to make this check. Ooh, okay, no Retribution for just yet. And then on my turn, I will. It's a tough one. Deal damage deal damage. Get away from my allies, and I will cast a 2-action 5th rank heal on the
Oh, nice. All right.
Persevere. So there's no flat damage bonus, but it will still be, yeah, it'll be that. Oh, yeah.
Fail.
Oh, that's beautiful. What?
Okay.
That's rough. But still, sorry, it's not 28, it's 14. But still, every bit counts. Oops, not able to do. There we go. Let's do it twice.
Yeah. All of that goes through. While Dura will act together to try and grapple the Baron over here, which I hope he can do because I have the astral rune, the ghost touch, which lets me like try to grapple, because otherwise incorporeal creatures cannot be grappled. So you let me know if can or cannot.
Yeah, it should work. If you succeed.
And you get advantage.
Oh, all right. So if I'll just roll that twice then. Grapple. Okay, let's see. 1 and
Oh, that's rough.
2. That is a 3 on the die and a 6 on the die. Okay. So that leaves me with 1 more action from the haste, which Dura will... Well, actually, no, I still have a bunch of actions remaining. I'll then use the hasted action to try and hit the Baron. And this one will be the secondary attack, but with map. But this is like double reduced map because of my new level 10 feet. So let me see if I can make that work. Multiple attack penalty. Okay, it shows the other one, so I'm just going to manually type this in. Nimble map is -3. And let's see what happens. Ooh, okay, well, that also happens. And then that's, I think, 3 actions. So then last action, I will take cover. Can I take cover from here? Can Callie take cover from here?
Yeah, you can take cover.
Okay, good. Then I will take cover, and that'll be my turn.
And Praetorian is up as he stalks back through and he yells, "Stay out of the Chancellor's business. You are interfering, lords." And he is going to once again try that occultism check. There he goes. He gets on the board finally. You see as he goes through and kind of raises up this crystal, the fury in his own voice and kind of this look of disdain at the gavels. You start to see energy leaching from the Baron over into the crystal and starting to fill it through as the Baron starts to fade slightly. And he goes, "This is public business. You are interfering where you are not needed." He's got 1 action left. What is he going to do with this last action? He does not have any good 1 action spells.
You're injured. Come over here so I can treat your wounds.
He gives a shake of his head. He is going to... He's going to hold his last action. No reason for him to strike the Revenant. So he's going to hold that last action. The Baron is up. The Baron is pissed. The Baron is going to cast fear. So you see as he looks around, you see this ethereal essence spreads out all around him, targeting 5 creatures within 30 feet. He's, of course, going to target the Praetorian, Dora, and Bear. Crash is too far away.
Now I'm kind of glad.
Oh wait,
I was
I'm
able to get in
35.
range.
Oh, I put myself in the wrong spot then.
The Praetorian will fail.
Guess it's the right spot.
And then the Revenant last action is going to try to actually no, the guy just got off on him, so he is going to try to Spirit Crush
Seems bad.
so That'll hit 38, and I need to make a save for the Praetorian. He will fail. So he's going to take another 3d6 poison. Or mental. You guys see this going through. You see this ethereal wave wash over, frightening the Praetorian, and you see the Revenant kind of lash into his skin again. Wisteria, you are up.
All right. Devise a stratagem on the Baron. Probably going to not go after the Baron, so I will aim for the Herald for my free recall knowledge.
You're out of hero points, right?
Yep, out of hero points.
Unfortunately, that will crit fail.
Okay. Maybe try punching the ghost. And all right, so I don't get analyze weakness. I will do a parting shot. Actually, do I want to move? Okay, actually, I'm not going to do the parting shot yet. I'm going to use my hastened action to stride here. No, wait, I won't have the hand economy do that. Never mind. I will do the parting shot from that spot and then move over here afterwards. So let me... Okay, so he's off guard. Cool. Sneak attack. No, I'm not analyze weakness for 45. Ooh, good damage roll. Is that enough to take out the Herald or no?
The Herald, I believe, is still on its sitting on its.
All right. Then my crossbow is out of shot, so I will take one hand off of it. So it's 2 actions for parting shot, 1 to move here, free action, 1 hand off, battle medicine on the Praetorium. And this would probably take an action, but if I could do it for free, while I'm treating his wounds, maybe like try to accidentally knock the crystal out of his hands or something like that. But I don't have any actions to spare if you think it'll cost
Yeah,
more.
of course, that'd be an action of its own. He's almost not quite resisting you with the thing, but he's so focused on the crystal and the Baron that he's not stopping you from trying to treat his wounds at the moment.
This guy's not being cooperative. It sounds like he needs some risky surgery.
Damn.
If you hurt him, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on. I did the wrong. I didn't do it through the thing. Where is my? Or should I reroll? Because I didn't pick a DC for it. Before I roll, because I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, you can
Should I
reroll.
DC. Okay.
If the risky surgery does damage, that does count as spilling his blood or attacking him.
Okay, I'll not do that then. He's not going to take the risk just to beat me to him. Right. So treat wounds, battle medicine, not risky surgery, and any other bonuses. No. There you go.
He looks surprised and almost grateful as you kind of help patch his wounds. He gives you a nod of thanks, and you're gonna hear, "I have orders," kind of hesitantly said.
So do we. This thing is dangerous. And that'll be my turn.
All right, you're up.
Okay, I have a question. So Bear still has quickened in the haste.
Mhm.
Does that mean he gets
Oh,
two
well,
actions?
Bear doesn't really matter for it. Minions can have it.
Okay.
But you would
Oh,
have haste.
okay.
That you can use. Well, you can use one of your regular actions for Bear.
Okay.
Wait, minions can have like quicken and slowed, right?
I thought they couldn't.
They can. So they can be affected by those things, but the thing is, certain minions you can summon innately start with slow as well, so they only get one action. Like zombies, for example. If you use summon undead, and summon a zombie, they only get the one action, even if you command them.
I don't think haste gives them an extra action, though, does it?
I think it's like one of those things where you have to command them to get used to that action.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no worries. I'll just use command animal to give Bear two actions.
All right.
And for whatever reason, I always forget how these support things work. Can I just use this support one right off the bat, or do I have to do something first?
So the support one, so you could definitely use it right off the bat, but you can't make an attack after you support.
Okay.
And vice versa, you can't use an attack the same action as a support, or same turn as a support.
Okay, so maybe I'm not going to command animal, and I'm just going to use a support benefit. Is that okay?
I think
Does that
you
make
have
sense?
to command for the support.
You do have to use the command animal action for the support benefit.
Weird, because it's one action. But okay, so I'll command animal, and I'll use a support benefit.
All right.
Then I'm going to target the Baron. Actually, I'll use my free action to move up and stride. I still have haste. And then I'm going to take 2 shots. Here's one. Man.
Oh, their dice have not been fair to you today.
2.
So, if one of us dies in the past, how does that affect the future?
Sorry, that. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. And then for my third action, I am going to grant. Sorry, 1 second. Warden's Boon, I think, is good. What's my range on this?
Don't use it on me. I'm out of crossbow bolts.
Crash he's in range.
Is he in range? He's 35 feet away.
Yeah, I put myself in the wrong spot. It helped with that friend spell, but I'm in
there's no range, so you're good. You can give it to him.
I can give it to Will?
No, to Crash if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, if it's helpful to you, Crash, you can use Warden's. Yeah, use Warden's Boon.
Oh yeah, that would work right there.
Kill them all! I'll yell, and that'll be my turn.
Cocks a gun with malicious intent. So Crash is going to do a couple things here. Pretty simple, pretty solid. He is going to stride here as an action. Use his good old touch and go as another. And he's going to trigger Brand Salvo. This ghost right here.
All right.
So let me get that remote in there. And so it's the melee side first.
Okay.
Can't you use the touch and go to get the flank from me?
Oh, wait, you're right. Fool that I am. Yes, I can. All right. So now we're flanking. Thank you, Will. That puts me back at my...
Nice.
Yo!
And the flank made the
Nice.
difference.
It did, yeah.
And this one does have the effect on it. Lovely.
How do you finish the creature?
So you see Crash come in, and he's just like, he heard what Bellic said, and his pupil just becomes a pinprick as he runs in, takes the big obsidian great sword, and just brings it down onto this creature, igniting it even in death in fire, and letting that fire drag it away to the depths of the sands and the dock.
Will, you see it look at you one last time and it goes, "But you were my friend," as it dissipates into ethereal mist. All right. Crash, is that all your actions?
I am not quickened. I believe so. That would be all. Yes, because that. Yeah.
All right, that helps save me from taking an opportunity attack that I was going to have to eat. All right, so I am going to just take a few steps forward, rolling my eyes at that herald, and then I am going to start my turn. Well, that using the hasted action to take a couple of steps forward. And then I am going to use Bon Mo on the Baron
with advantage.
With a reroll
nice.
if necessary. But I'm actually not going to talk directly to the Baron. I'm actually going to say to the other, and I'm insulting the Baron by not even speaking directly to him. I'm going to say, "Sir, you must forgive us, good sir. You see, we have previous business with this rapscallion who refuses to let go of his hold on our material plane, and so we must destroy him." And I'm gonna go for the Bon Mo. Diplomacy.
Nice.
A success. And you know what? I might as well re-roll to see if I get the crit.
Yep.
No, it's just a success both times. That's fine. But he's going to be affected by the Bon Mo. And then I'm going to use the spell that I have been holding on to for a little while. It's a specifically will save against undead creatures. Spiritual anamnesis. Oof. Well.
Slowed one.
All right, this is the one where it like doesn't do anything on a success. That's weird because it's weird. It downgrades everything except success.
It doesn't have incapacitation.
No, it doesn't. But spiritual anamnesis has a special effect against undead that turns failures into critical failures and critical successes into successes, but it doesn't do anything against just regular successes.
Oh, okay.
It's
Still slowed one, though, yeah.
Still slowed one.
How does that look as you cast it?
He is not going to hear Will's voice. He is going to hear Rashanael's voice saying to him, in fact, he's probably not even looking at Will or any of us. He's looking off in the distance as something speaks to him. And he just hears, "Let go of your hold on this land. Your time has already passed." And he starts seeing flashbacks of his life when he was, not a revenant. And that is what he spends one of his actions doing, just reliving memories, I guess. That is, I think that's all my actions. Yes. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Callie, you're up. And you're on mute if you're talking, Callie.
Oh, right, I was muted. Okay, I think we need to put the beat down here. So hasted action to just for Dura to move closer. So now this is giving Wisteria flanking in melee. And from there, Callie will do, where is it? 100-foot range. boost Eidolon. And Dura will make some strikes. So we got that primary hit. Okay. Let's see if it recognizes the damage. It has the astral rune on it, so let's see if it'll connect correctly. Just translate all of that damage to the Baron.
Yeah, then you had some spirit on there too.
Yeah, the astral rune. It does both. It's ghost touch plus some spirit damage.
Nice.
Then the second attack is with that nimble thing. So instead of that, I'm just going to do a +1 and roll it. Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that is a lot. And I don't know if the rooting applies on a ghost. Honestly, I would probably rule that it does not. But
Unfortunately, it doesn't. But yeah, it's immune to being immobilized, I believe.
And then for the last hit, third and final one, this is going to be 2, but okay, +2 this time from the nimble form. And roll that. That seems appropriate. That's my turn.
All right, you see the Baron is looking bloodied. His ethereal spirit is starting to lose corporealness. You see the Senate Praetorian kind of go, please stop. I have orders. We must see justice. We have heard the rumors of what have taken place. We must bring him to court. Your lord, your Baron, has committed a grave sin. As he says that, he's going to cast heroism on himself. You see this arcane light begins to flow through him as he tries to fight through and imprison the Baron. And he's going to earn another notch of success as he tries to bring the Baron into this crystal. You see it begin to glow, begin to shake. The Baron begins to lose some of his corporealness as the magic envelops him. And that is all 3 actions for him. Oh, what is this Revenant going to do? He is going to lash out. He has 2 actions. He is foolhardy. He is foolhardy enough to go for it. He's going to cast vampiric exsanguination. You see he kind of huffs in a breath of air, and you start to see the blood upon your wounds begin to coalesce and start to feed towards him. He is going to cast it at Bear and Will. Give me DC 33 fortitude saves.
Did I? Okay, I don't have it.
All right, Will, you will succeed. Taking half the 47. Bear will take that full 47, and he is going to gain tip HP based on half of Bear, or is it half of the most or half the damage a single creature takes from the spell? So he is going to gain half based on the damage Bear took, so 23 temporary HP. All right, you see him kind of hurl. They take this deep breath, the blood flowing through him, slightly invigorating him as his Ethereal steel begins to seep from his form. And with that, we will turn to Asteria.
All right. Can I make a skill check to like draw my rapier and make like I'm swinging for the Baron, but instead of hitting the Baron, try to shatter that crystal that he's holding?
You could definitely make an attack on the crystal.
But I want it to look like I'm aiming for the Baron and not intentionally trying to break the crystal. You want me to maybe
You can make a deception check, but it will have a hard DC on that one.
Hard DC, gotcha. Oh, he's badly injured though. I think I'm going to try to finish off the Baron before he finishes his ritual.
Okay.
So let me devise a stratagem, or maybe this will answer it for me.
I can give you a +2 bonus at least to skill check.
True. Okay.
I mostly forget to
And
use
then
it,
can I take advantage of the skill stratagem here, maybe? Where? Oh, it's not in my ability because it's in the main investigator. I want to see if I choose a skill stratagem instead of the. Okay. Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma-based skill check involving the target. Would you say this deception involves the Baron? Or the skill stratagem? Is this a +1 circumstance bonus?
Yeah, I give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. All right, so I'm gonna drop my crossbow as a free action. Oh, and I get a free recall knowledge on the Baron. So I might as well do that. But it's probably pretty hard at this point. I mean, I haven't failed on him yet, but I have done at least one success.
Yeah, unfortunately, will fail. He's not off guard.
I'm not attack. So I'm choosing skill stratagem, not attack stratagem. So I can't attack him this turn. So I'm going to drop my crossbow and no, I'll spend an action to stow my crossbow and then spend an action to draw my rapier and then do my little feint to try to pretend like I'm attacking the Baron, but shatter the crystal in the process.
All right, give me a deception, DC 35.
35. Okay, then Will, you said you had a bonus for me?
yes, and I believe I can use it after you roll to see if it's going to help.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Skill stratagem.
Just make sure it's not circumstantial as well.
Is it a circumstance bonus?
Let me see. It's untyped.
Cool.
Nice.
You said 35.
Hmm?
What is the? It's not too late for me to back out, knowing that you tell me the DC because I've decided to do it. Is that right? Because I need to roll at 17.
Of course, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go.
Well, maybe I'll put you over the top. You said you can do a +2 if you succeed, right?
Yep. I believe. Hell yeah.
Nice.
+2 untyped bonus.
We're the most incompetent appearing people, but we're secretly the most competent people around. Oh man, I'm so glad that works.
You know what I'm doing is I see what you're trying to do, and he just says, "Oh, Wisteria, not again."
I mean,
I'm like, stand back, I got this. And I just like make a big sweeping arc with my rapier as I pull it out of the scabbard very dramatically and knock the crystal out of his hands.
to the rest of the people of Kazuya, this is the Gavels.
So give us an attack as you try to break that crystal. It's got 25 object HP.
And then
DC is low. You just got to roll above a 20 or get above a 20.
I don't get sneak attack on crystal though, do I?
Objects are immune to precision.
Right.
Ooh.
You crack it. It is starting to leak ethereal essence, but it is still whole.
Slowing him down is mostly what I wanted, so that I'll take that. And that was all 3 actions. Oh no, I have a hasted action. To do that another attack against the crystal, I would need to do another deception check to make it clear that I'm not right?
You would need another deception check on that side. It'd be hard to kind of swing and swing again without another check on that side. But you could, if you wanted to, use that last action, swing again just to finish its break.
But it would be clear to him that I'm intentionally trying to break it if I did it
would
without
be.
the deception. Okay, then
It
I'll
wouldn't
just
be
have
drawing blood, so it wouldn't be technically a crime on that side, but it would be clear interference.
Okay, yeah, I'll just end my turn then to avoid being clearly interfering.
All right, you're up.
All right. Command animal, and I'm going to use the support benefit again. Then, I'm going to shoot this guy with Belric. So I gotta hit.
God damn.
At some point.
You simply must.
Simply must.
Hey!
There you go.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Above a 10. All right. This will be the damage plus the support attack, which will be. Oops. I didn't do that right. Yeah. Cool. And then that was 2 actions. I still have haste. Can I just shoot a third one just for shits and giggles?
Yeah.
You could.
And then I'd still have 1 action.
Does 1 to command animal, 1 for 100 shot, 1 for third shot? Yeah, you'd have 1 other extra action.
Do you need to command animal if all you're doing is a support benefit?
You need for the support benefit.
Okay.
So could I use a 2 action spell here, or I can't because one of them?
Not with one of
the
your
haste.
haste.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't command animal or hunted shot with haste once.
Okay,
Yeah, you wouldn't
cool.
be able to.
So while I do this third one, if there's someone that 30 feet that needs guidance or warden's boon, let me know. This will be my 3rd shot. That's a miss. Ooh, not bad.
Damn
though.
close for a -10.
Yeah. So now I can do Crash or Will. Could you guys use guidance or warden's boon?
I don't think I will benefit very much from either of those things, but Crash probably will.
Okay.
I would.
Crash. I'm going to say, kill them all, and do warden's boon again.
Nice.
I'll post it shortly, but that's my turn.
All right. Crash, you're up.
All right. After hearing that again, Crash calls out, "There will be a reckoning. A grudge must be avenged." And he will activate one of his blast boots to get all the way over here. So right after saying that, there's the big boom and explosion of sand, maybe a few splinters of wood, and suddenly just getting Akira style on his feet to the Baron, midway through reloading his gun with touch and go, and then also getting it back to its melee orientation there. Then trigger Brand's salvo. Let me drop the warden spoon on Crash very briefly. And then trigger Brand salvo melee. Shoot, I didn't have him targeted.
That'll hit though.
It'll hit. We'll take a hit. And it did not add the precision. I'll roll a d8 real fast for the precision. For additional 4 damage there. And then the range strike with an additional +2. No! That's heartbreaking. But that will be crash. All 3 actions.
You're flanking. Do you get off guard?
I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
there's
a range.
not in there.
Miss
No,
Path.
there's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that's the wrong gun. That it rolled a crescent cross for some reason instead of the obsidian's edge.
Oh, weird.
That wouldn't change anything. I don't. Nah, it doesn't change anything.
Uh,
Still, weird.
You burn through his temporary HP that he got from stealing the blood of Bear and Will, and he's looking hurt. You see kind of etherealness leaking from him, but he is still upon his feet. Will, what can you do?
What can I do? Indeed. I got a lot. I can drop a large fireball and just kill everyone in the room.
Hey, that's something you can do.
I could do that.
I'll be honest, Crash could take it.
Yeah, it would be fine.
Track's name.
I'm not going to do that. Instead, I could go for the spiritual anamnesis again, just because I think it's fun. But
we need to kill him before he gets sucked into a crystal.
Yeah. And hold on, let me check in the order. The senator goes, but not the senator. The Praetorian goes first. So I need to end this man's whole career. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of single target damage spells that are worth using. I can use, you know what? I can go for the agonizing despair.
Would a fireball damage the crystal?
It would, but it would also damage everyone in the area.
And it would hurt the Praetorian, which would be a crime.
Yeah. I thought about doing suspended retribution, but we need damage now, not on his turn. So instead, I'm just going to go for a higher rank agonizing despair.
All right.
He still has the Bon Mo effect on him, after all.
Yes. And I will say, crime doesn't mean you can't do it. You guys have already committed crimes before, I should say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm going to go max rank here. I need to kill this man. The Bon Mo! Damn.
it helped it from being a crit success.
True. You know what? I'm gonna whammy this. I'm gonna force him to read. I'm rarely close enough for that to be used, but I might as well try. Oof. Dang, that's worse.
Does whammy say you have to go with the second result?
And take the worst result, it says. So at least he doesn't get the crit success. But here's the damage. Go. That's so many ones. Look at the damage on that. 1 damage? Oh,
You
shit.
should take more than that. And he should take the full 16. That's magic. I'm not sure why I didn't apply. Oh, mine set it off for him.
All right.
All
I did my
right.
best. Callie, can you finish it?
I can
Wait, actually, that was only 2 actions. I still have 1 more action.
go for it.
Which I will use to really, really hopefully help get Callie out here. I'm going to cast guidance on you.
Oh, nice.
Well, you already have the
On-
heroism. It won't make a difference.
Well, yeah. If you wanted to put it on Dura, I would say that's
Okay.
good call.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? I kind of just assumed that Dura would get all the heroism, the same heroism as you, but I guess not.
Ooh, yeah, unfortunately, not.
All right, Callie. Dura is guided. Can you bring down the Baron Kesse?
Okay. frightened should go away. We have guidance, so let us use guidance on the first hit, as I will once again open with too many spells. Boost Eidolon, too many spells. As you all, those of you who are close to Dura, maybe for the first time watched, like the thorns around the vines grow larger with the boost Eidolon, and Dura will make the first strike. So this one, I want guidance on it. All right, we'll take
and
that.
I'll let you know he has 63 HP left.
Okay, then.
Oh, no.
Luckily, the whole spirit coming out, helping out with that side.
Oh,
3.
What? That I did not expect. Okay, then we have the second attack. This one with a +1 here. Oh, yes, it's the nimble. The nimble form made it happen. Multiple attack penalty being -3 instead of -4. Come on, 4th bear.
It's got to be.
Yeah, you got him. Especially he's weak to the spirit. How do you bring him down?
Even Dura, even though like Callie had no special attachment to Bear, Dura actually had some attachment to Bear as a fellow frontliner. So Dura is hammering over and over, and Calista Maria feels a little surprised that Dura is more ferocious than even she commanded Dura to be. And so with that, there's like this rending sound as this astral energies, almost similar to powers, seem to just rend the spirit from ectoplasm to ectoplasm until it disappears.
Nice. You see the spirit fade away without even a final word as the remnant of Cassie Royce has been put to rest. As you see the spirit fade away, you see the Senate Praetorian look with a bit of trepidation and slight irritation at this empty crystal in his hand, and you hear him let out a deep sigh.
Will would like to sort of casually stroll up to the Praetorian and just say, I apologize. We understand that that this isn't the outcome you wanted, but as I mentioned before, we had personal business with this particular spirit. I don't know what your business was, but it was a matter of honor, you understand. He throws the tiniest glance over at Wisteria.
I'm sure we're both following orders.
Are you okay? Do you have any other injuries? I want to help out any other way I can.
I am thankful for your aid, my lady, though I wish you just stayed out of this. There's been a grave injustice done that now will not have any first-hand proof.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
I'm sure
like I said, had to be done.
Do we know what the grave injustice is?
He's referenced it. He has secondhand. He has information to believe that the current Baron, Leslie Royce, was involved in the death, but he needed the spirit to be able to prove it.
Okay. This is very advantageous for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see you later.
We are prepared, if necessary, to deal with any sort of political consequences that may come from this. I understand this is not how you wanted things to go, so we bear you in particular no ill will. We just couldn't let that spirit go on living another day.
We all have to follow our ruler's orders. I will not hold it against you, and at least Lady Wisteria, I thank you for the aid. You see him sigh and go, unfortunately, you did not shed any of my blood, so there will be no political fallout for this. But I will let the Chancellor know as we go for our hunt.
At that, the unfortunately Crash like he does a double take like,
What? Were you hoping for such a thing? Wouldn't that be treasonous on our part? Are you a conspiracy nut or something?
and it's clear he's like this is separate. This is kind of separate from like the whole thing with what's happening with the Barons, Ghost, and whatnot. More so, Crash kind of being bewildered a little bit, just like,
What did you want us to attack you?
No, Crash, I'm sure he just feels, what's the word? Frustrated at our intervention, and he would have some sort of, if we had chosen a different way of going about this, he would have an avenue for taking his vengeance upon us. But because we did not, any attacks against us would be considered unprovoked and therefore illegal.
I see. He's looking for some way to retaliate.
I'm not looking to retaliate. Your Baron committed a grave injustice, and I want some measure of justice to be served. But you all, either complicit or following your Baron's orders, have erased that path. The Chancellor will know what to do, but for now, I bid you all a good day. We have to prepare for our hunt anyway.
Well, I guess we'll see you on the hunting grounds.
You see, he pauses for a moment. Are you not hunting the Bandersnatch?
That is because I know there are a couple of different like hunt related, but that is the one we picked, right? For our
No.
for
You guys did the noble hunt.
okay, so right,
We
we did the other
different
one.
hunt arranged.
Okay, that's how
again, Crash kind of does a double take like,
I feel like we're all wanting the same thing, but we're on completely different page. Are you talking about the hunt in the Suvia Forest hunt? The one we're setting up? Is there something?
nope. Crash just throws his hands up for into the air and just kind of.
Belric will just kind of like pat everyone on the back and be like, "Let's go."
We've taken enough of your time. I'm sure you're very busy guarding this ship. Goodbye.
You see, he stalks back aboard the ship, kind of his cape fluttering in the wind as he makes his retreat. And you all have successfully stopped Chancellor Asios from taking the Baron and gaining a witness to what the guard at least thought was the Baron's crimes, which you all know are crimes you all are, let's say, complicit in. We're persons of interest at the very least. But he is able to, you guys are able to make your way back to Asuvia, knowing that the Baron, the former Baron, lays at rest and are able to return home with that quest completed. What is later? So, unfortunately, we will not get to aftermath of the last session, but we'll pick up next. You guys will be, as of the rebuilding efforts have been completed, as the Reavers have made their threat. We're going to find out what the Gavels do. We're going to go through and conduct the noble hunt within the Asuvian forest for the Gavels as you try to earn fame for your newfound home and bring people to the shores of Asuvia. And then we're going to find out what you all do with the Reaver threat on the horizons. So we'll pick up next session and dive into that. So